So in the last couple of days, I've been talking about rental income in the city of Abuja, and so many persons has been asking the questions about how much can someone earn from rental income in the city of Abuja. The fact is, when it comes to rental income in the city of Abuja, there are several factors that determine the kind of income you are going to be getting from that investment. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking it down to show you the factors that determine the kind of income you are going to be getting daily, weekly, monthly, or annually, depending on the kind of investment you make as it relates to rental income. My name is Ibi Victoria Abuja Ferrite Realtor, and I bring you the absolute best of real estate investment right here in the city of Abuja that is safe, secured, and guaranteed to bring you huge returns on your investment. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, do well to subscribe, like this video, and share it so that you get more information like this when we share them on this channel. Let me begin by saying so many people hear about rental income, but they don't know what the numbers actually look like, especially when it comes to the city of Abuja. And so many people as well don't understand how this works. But in this video, I'm going to be breaking all of that down. So when it comes to rental income, we're talking about those investments that you make that generate cash flow for you, either weekly, monthly, or annually. Some invest in residential apartments, while others decide to put out short-let apartments depending on what the investment look like and the location that those investments are situated. So for you to be able to actually cash out from your rental income investment, right, in any city or any location that you decide to invest in, and for a city like Abuja, one thing that is very important is the location. This is because as much as Abuja is expanding, as much as there is a high demand for rental income, the numbers will be determined by the location where that particular property is located. This simply means that if you want to attract expatriates or high-class individuals, there are locations that your property must be situated. If you want to attract business class, there's a location for it. If you want to attract civil servants, there's a location for it. So depending on your focus and your end goal, that is what is going to determine the location in which you are going to make that investment that will generate rental income. So for a place like Abuja that attract business people, expatriates, politicians, and the rest of it, it is important to know the location, understand the location before you make that investment. Another factor that's determining the kind of income you are going to be getting is the kind of development. Are you investing in detached duplexes, terrace duplexes, or apartments? This is also a factor. If you are looking at investing in apartments, there are places to situate it and the kind of people to attract. If you are looking at terrace duplexes, there are places you should situate it and there are people to attract, as well as fully detached duplex. So if you are looking to gain long-term return from your investment, a two-bedroom apartment definitely give you that based on the location where that is situated. If you are looking at shortlet, shortlet gives you higher cash flow and higher returns, but it must be situated in the right location. So if you are looking to attract expatriates and high-class individuals, then you should look at situating a duplex in a very good location that they can actually, want to stay, especially in the city of Abuja. Because as much as Abuja is well planned, there are places that are also reserved for certain kind of persons based on the kind of income that they get. So these are factors that's going to affect your income and determine the numbers as it relates to return on your investment when you invest in cash flow generating assets right here in the city of Abuja. So the goal should not just be income, but what you should be looking at is what you invested versus what you are generating from that particular investment, because this will give you a clue as to how that investment is going to yield. If you invest in the right location and invest in the right kind of property, then you should be sure of gaining huge returns from your investment. Most people today go into short-let apartment because this is one kind of real estate that ensures that on a weekly basis, you are sure of getting income from that particular investment. So investing in short-let apartment right now in the city of Abuja is very, very profitable for those who choose that path of investment. So if you are looking for long-term, just like I said earlier, then it's okay to do an apartment where you can rent out annually. But if you are looking at something that generates consistently, then short-let is the way to go. I would like to state categorically that the investors who are gaining much appreciation from their investment as it relates to rental income right here in Abuja are those who invest in the right location and at the right time, because there will always be demand for rental apartment right here in the city of Abuja. Let me state that your goal as an investor should not be the income, but what you should look at is how much you invested and how much you are earning at the end of the day. So this simply means that for you to be able to cash out more or gain high return on your investment, one thing you should do necessarily is to ensure that you look out for the right location and invest in those locations and invest in the right property as well around those locations. Because if you decide to situate a particular kind of house type in a location that is not in demand, then you are definitely not going to gain the kind of return on investment because there'll be low demand. But if you situate the right kind of apartment in the right location, you are sure of getting returns consistently on that investment. The investors who gain the most from rental income are those who make the right investment in the right location. And if you do same, the result will definitely be the same. One thing we know about real estate is that real estate is not guesswork. Real estate is calculated and it must be done timely. Once you do the right thing, you will get the right result, especially when it comes to investing in cash flow generating assets. You cannot go wrong if you follow the right steps to investing in the sector. As of today, as a company, we have several off-plan projects that can give you huge returns on your investment if invested in those properties, of which I would definitely recommend that you take a look at and make a pick from it because they are situated in locations that are currently high in demand. So for smart investors who are looking to invest in cash flow generating assets, this is a call to you to make that decision now and to ensure that you key in at the right time to enable you get the capital appreciation from those investments as well as cash flow at the end of the day. Remember, these are locations that are currently in high demand and will definitely give you the kind of return on your investment that you desire. If you desire to key into any of these projects, kindly reach out to the numbers that is showing on your screen and I'll guide you through the process and break down the step-by-step process for you to acquire either of this property and the returns you'll be getting from this investment in a short while. Remember, you're not just buying a property, you are buying income, you are buying returns, and you are buying the future. And this is the call to begin that process right away. My name is Ibi Victor, your Abuja favorite realtor, and I bring you nothing but the absolute best of real estate investment right in the city of Abuja that is safe, secured, and guaranteed to bring you huge returns on your investment. I'll be waiting to receive your call and to guide you through this process. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.